Hey everybody. Yep, I'm back with another of these power cycling laptops that I've collected over the years from thrift stores. That's right, thrift stores. And you know, they're an interesting array of different laptops. In this particular case, let's take a look at the physicality first of all, the top of it. A little scuff there, but otherwise it's a HP of the XP and Vista era. More XP, I think, considering the specs, but we'll get into that in a minute. It came with a power supply, which was nice. It's got a little bit of heat coming out of there, not too bad. It's not doing anything at this point. It's got a couple of USB, a couple of audio, and one of those card slots that nobody uses anymore. Got a couple of 4 blinking lights there. Front-facing speakers, which is nice, and it's not too bad a sound to come out of them. We got nothing here. The higher-end ones have other things, and we got a DVD and a modem. And around the back, this is one of those ones that actually has stuff on the back. So nothing there. Oh, I can see. Oh, it's got a cascade lock, excuse me. But no, this is where I'm pointing at here. This is a VGA and networking out the back. So yeah, actually something that actually has some ports in the back, which is not common these days. But here we go, guys. And then let's take a look at the actual keyboard and stuff. So the keyboard, little discoloration there, but the trackpad's fine. Tiny little thing, really, by today's standards. It's sporting a Sempron Mobile AMD. So it's an AMD system. It has these little indicators up here, which are, I think, quite nice. This was a great idea that they had back in the HP days. There's our power indicator as well. It's got a separate controller. This turns it off. This is into sleep mode, so it's a little button when you shut the lid. Yeah, we got a control to shut down our Wi-Fi power, of course. A couple indicator lights for things like, you know, number lock, cap lock, that sort of thing. All kinds of, you know, different let's see if I don't think I can reach any of these with one hand, so I'm not going to bother. But yeah, like changing the volume, the brightness, battery indicator. This battery actually, believe it or not, for 2007 systems is the first. It actually holds a charge and it actually dissipates quite slowly. So it's a functional battery. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, so anyway, there you go. So it's got like if you number lock it, you can use this as your number lock. I don't think so. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, sleep, out to external video. Yeah, so not a lot of, you know, functionality, but you know, at least you can turn up and down the brightness and things like that. Yeah, there you go. So that's that. So let's get into it here. So this is a Compaq 6715S. This is when HP had taken over Compaq, and this seemed to be their trend to use the Compaq name for these types of systems, these gray systems. And of course, we're running XP Service Pack 3 because of the Sempron and the 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. It shows less because some of it's dedicated toward the video video RAM. So it doesn't have its own video RAM, it's using the DDR2 video RAM. So let's get into this thing. It's a Sempron. It's a keen processor. It's a biggie. It's a 90 nanometer process. It's got a few different types of instruction sets. It could go 64-bit, but honestly, a system this slow, you really better off just keeping an XP32 cores, just one core, one thread. So yeah, it's pretty slow. But here you go. This is the type of motherboard version, the ATI, Radeon stuff, and their chipsets, Southbridge, etc. And it's got a 2007 BIOS, F07, so there's lots of room to improve that if there was a need. I won't bother, but yeah, there you go. There's newer BIOS if you want them. This is running DDR2, like I said, 1.5 gigabytes, running in single channel because that was common for these AMDs, and it's running at a low frequency considering what type of RAM we got going on here. So it's 333, 2007, and 333, 2007. So yeah, it's got enough RAM for XP for by a long shot. Okay, talking about how much video it's using, sorry, how much RAM it's using, memory it's using for the graphics, the integrated graphics. Well, it's 128, so it's not gonna be great. Like I said, not great. Let's take a look deeper if we can get any more information. Well, it's running at 1280 by 800, which is cool. It's got the more square sort of screen. Let's go into advanced. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the adapter. Yeah, so ATI Radeon X or Express 1250. Yeah, 128. That's it. Not much else to say. It was a XP graphics situation. That's why I don't have Vista running on it. It won't do well with that. It's best to keep it XP in my opinion. Here's the summary of the information. So that's what we got going on. Temps are running pretty hot for doing nothing, but that's AMD for you. It doesn't have 2, it has 1.5, but this particular software always picks up, sort of rounds up to the next gigabyte. There you go. There it is. Like I said, the monitor's 1280 by 800, 60. Yeah, it has an 80 gigabyte hard drive. We'll look at the health and wear and tear on that one. It's running a good temperature. It's got this DVD, DVD writer. And it's got SoundMax, of course. That's typical of that era and still today. A lot of the systems are running something like that. Very generic sort of sound. Here it is. It's a Fujitsu 80. And let's see how much time it has on it. 37 days. Gotta love that. You gotta love that. That's crazy. This thing must have sat for years doing nothing. That's insane. 36 days of use. Well, no wonder it looks so good. It's hardly, there's no wear on this keyboard at all. It must have just sat. That's crazy, man. Wow. I just can't believe it. There's no wear. Look at that. It's like a brand new keyboard. Yeah, no wear at all. This thing's like a brand new system. It's like I just went out and bought this thing. That's crazy. Okay, let's get a benchmark on it. It's not going to do well, let's be honest. Let's temper our expectations because this is such an old system and it's aimed at XP. So XP, you always expect it to get like low graphics scores, low everything, because XP didn't really need all that stuff. At that age, at that time period, time frame, around 2007, what are you looking at? You're going to run, you know, the older Office stuff and maybe some basic graphic stuff. You know, video was sort of an afterthought. No pressure in terms of the you know, the net at the time. You know, the web was pretty basic stuff. Not a lot of video or anything going on then. So let's take a look. 21, yeah, 21 frames. And then, oh, yeah, look, it says minus 50% because the shader is, there's going to be a shader penalty. So yeah, we're looking at probably 10 frames, 10, 12 frames. Let's see. Let's see what it gives us when it's done. Yeah, yeah, shader penalty. And let's go to the finish line, and here we go. Yeah, so 211, which is better than some, but here we go, 12. Yeah, so we figured it was about 12 frames per second. CPU scoring a little better than some, and you know, the RAM is scoring what it is. And yeah, the hard drive is actually pretty poor transfer speeds because it's the SATA, I believe it's a SATA hard drive, but it's only 1 point, like it's half of what you normally get, 1.5. Actually, that's crazy. So yeah, guys, so that's what it is. Lows. Okay, so there you go, guys. That is the latest and greatest of the digging out of my laptops and giving them a run. I don't think I ever showed this one. I have a number of these though that all look kind of the same, sort of a design language of HP back in the time for their Compaqs. At the time, that's what they were doing, these Compaqs. And of course they're going cheap, so they put in these Sempron chips and Sempron motherboards and chipsets to maximize their profitability. And you know, it's still running, so I guess that's a testament to the fact it actually isn't that bad, although I think from 36 hours or 37 hours of use, I would expect it to be pretty good. Like I said, the big surprise for me was the battery. The frickin' battery works. Let's see if I can bring this up. I think it has a little thing for battery right here. There it is. Pops up the battery, and let's take a look. I don't know where the second battery would be, but the primary battery is at 91%, and I ran it down. I just unplugged it, and it ran down to, like, I don't know, 50%, and it didn't run down like quickly, so meaning that all the cells are functional. I didn't have one that suddenly just dropped out, which is common to these batteries. You'll be at 100%, and then suddenly you'll be at 25 because a couple of the cells are dead. This one slowly runs down, so functional battery, amazing, but you know, then again, 35 hours of use. That's crazy. So this is a 2007 system, AMD. One of the most budget systems I think I have, but in terms of this type of computer, but you know what? I like it. It's another XP system. I can always use a couple of those around. XP is kind of I have a soft spot for XP. It's been was a great operating system, still is, doing the right things. And with that beautiful keyboard, yeah, this thing could be a great distraction-free creative tool. So there you go. That's going to be the video for tonight. It is Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. What is it? Is it Tuesday? I feel like it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. September 18th, 2025. And see you in the next